Hello everybody and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean and I play baseball every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, so be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can also catch me streaming video games live on twitch.tv/SeanOsaurusRex if you'd like to see that. We're coming off a walk-off win that maybe shouldn't have been a walk-off win. It's been a bit of a mess. We were one swing, put us ahead. 3-0, and we kind of fell apart from there. The pitching location was a little rough at times. The umpire's strike zone was a little rough at times as well. And they were kind of different. It wasn't like, oh man, I missed a pitch and there was a bad call in addition. It was like, oh, that was a really good pitch, missed call, or it's a really bad pitch. And then those things kind of spiraled into a couple of poor decisions. One really bad slider that went for a 2-run home run. A dive with Dylan Moore that I probably shouldn't have worried about. Should have just tried to preload the throw the best I could and believed in myself. But as things start to kind of fall apart, you make those little mental mistakes, not super focused, frustrated or whatever. But we were able to get a win. And today we're going to hopefully make it 2 in a row. Eduardo Rodriguez is on the mound, 0-3 with a 4.55 ERA, taking on George Kirby. He is 3-1 with a 2.36 ERA as we get ready to jump in. And we are given notice that another Crab's Treasure is indeed ready to start. Ready to start? Did I say that correctly? Let's jump in. We're 21-5. We're still feeling good. 3 of our 5 losses have come within the last couple of series, which isn't great. We are going to go alternate 2. We'll go T-Mobile. They have it closed. It's overcast. George Kirby on the bump. And I think today is the day that we kind of bite the bullet and we throw Trammell out in center field. This is not going to be a speed lineup at all. But Sam Haggerty does help. So, putting Trammell in there is really not great. It's fine. It's fine. There's a couple true lefties. It's no big deal. We'll lead off with Haggerty, Crawford. Trammell will put at the bottom of the lineup. And let's throw Haniger up a little higher. Haniger, Garver, Rayleigh, Raleigh. Raleigh's our DH. Is there somebody on the bench that would be a good substitution? No, Cade Marlowe's a pinch runner for sure. We could... Oops. Can do that. I mean, Raleigh as a DH is fine. Perfectly fine. France. Got to try and spread the lefties out just a little bit. I think that'll be okay. I don't love Rayleigh lefty-lefty. I don't really have a great option. Actually, hang on. Hold on. I love J.P. Crawford, but let's give Bliss a little run out there. That's a little bit of speed, a right-handed hitter. We're down to Rayleigh and Trammell as 2. Okay, all right. Hey, let's try it. Hey, the worst that's going to happen is we're going to lose. We're already not playing super well anyway, but let's give him a little run. This is what I was thinking. If we face a left-handed hitter, we have Bliss, we have Haggerty, we have Julio. He's not in the lineup today. We have some speed that we can work with.
We're here in Seattle, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Seattle
Mariners. Game number 2, 12-15, taking on 21-5. Thank you again for joining me. Hopefully it's a good game. We've been struggling a little bit over the last couple of series. That hitting difficulty really getting to me. But we're trying. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying.
And pitching in this game, George Kirby. Singing he's been
outstanding. Go, Kirby.
And should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far.
Weirdly enough, we've had our consistently our lowest pitching difficulty, and it just I don't know. We just can't get it figured out.
Here it comes. Fastball in
Arizona's
for a strike,
lineup is pretty
and we're
tough top to
underway.
bottom. They swing a lot. I throw a lot in the zone. They swing a lot in the zone, and they are good about trying to they're good about trying to take pitches. I need to keep Corbin Carroll off the bases. He had a couple of steals yesterday. I believe they both led to runs. They definitely had 2 steals, and I believe both steals led to runs. I'm just not 100% sure if it was the same guy or
a
not.
lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
Again, complimenting their logo. I love it.
The mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle, and you get 3 swings. Why not?
So we get
take all 3 of them?
back-to-back
His
series
control
against
and command.
World
He's
Series
gonna be able to strike
participants,
some.
and then we get
Up
one
on
of the
the mound,
World
he's
Series
setting the tone
favorites
early
in
with
the
the
Atlanta
fastball,
Braves
98
coming up
miles per
next.
hour up on the scoreboard.
In the air to left center.
Rayleigh had a bronze, but he
And there's 2
lost
away.
his bronze,
Hey,
I
man,
guess.
4
Maybe there was a
pitches, 2 outs.
roster
That is an
update.
excellent base.
Here's Ketel Marte. Fastball catches the
And you can
corner
see
at
they're
the
both
knees.
out so far are contact outs.
Bounce to the right.
And it'll be all 3
Slings to first.
will be
They get the out
contact
on
outs.
Marte.
As somehow
And the
I've just
Diamondbacks
started
down
recording
the
and
order.
streaming, and
Now
it's
it'll be the M's
my
turn.
voice is already
No
done.
score. You're watching Major League
Had
Baseball
enough.
on the show. Back in Seattle, starting in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
All right.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the
95
road
on a
as well as at
fastball,
home. So we'll
cutter
see
at
what he's able to
91,
do in this
circle
one.
change at 88, sinker at 95, slider at
And he
87.
deals.
Haggerty has good pop
Haggerty,
against the lefty. If they
as
switch
he
to a
looks
righty
at
or
ball
when
one.
they switch to a righty, I think we go ahead and try to bring that second baseman back in. That was a cutter. Okay.
The pitch. Right through there for
Darn.
a strike.
Okay. Definitely thought that cutter was going to be off speed.
And down on strikes. One down.
Okay,
Well, just
not a
beautiful
good start.
fastball on
I
the
just
inside
have not been
corner for
seeing the
that
ball well
bsky
here.
right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking
I think
away,
what we
just
want to
got
do
locked
here
up
is
on
I think
the
we
hard
want to
stuff
try and
before he did on
induce,
his
not
hands.
induce.
Stepping in, Ryan Bliss.
That's
Lifted in the air.
unfortunately
right
not enough. Darn
field.
it.
Carroll makes
Just
the grab,
under
and
it.
There's 2 gone.
Need to try and make
Now
some
we check out
contact
the
swings
Mariners lineup.
with 2 out
There's
or
a
with
big
2
piece for
strikes,
them
or
as
just
their
try to get
DH,
some
Cal
contact
Raleigh.
swings
Yeah,
in.
definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Mitch Haniger at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. And another ball. 2 out, space is empty.
Okay, foul it off. Stay alive. Stay alive.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Stay
Steal
alive
2
again.
and
There
2
we go.
after the
Switching to
foul
the
ball.
contact swing.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Pitch misses
That's
there.
just outside.
3-2.
Good take right there.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas
Hey, that's all right.
this one up,
That's okay.
brings it
Eat
in.
up some pitches.
And
That's
that is
okay.
that.
Just we can try the regular
Completed
swings,
inning,
but the
no
contact
score.
stuff we have to mix in more. It's one of the things I actually think I've improved at the most has been reducing or maybe even outright cutting out the power swing. Mostly regular. I think last season I did much better at
Now, Jock
implementing a contact swing or keeping it in the rotation basically. But for this year, it's been a lot of the A button.
Fastball, a sinker,
We'll see if we
a
can mix in
slider,
some of the
a
B button
curve,
today, huh?
and occasionally works in a splitter. Bounced up the middle.
We are incredibly lucky that was not mashed out of the
On to
ballpark.
France.
That
And a
was
quick out number one.
that was
Christian Walker.
that is like why you do not want to throw that pitch.
Just missed.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone, and a count 2-1. In there for a strike at the bottom
Still
of the
pulling it
zone.
5 degrees one way or the other.
At the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
There we go. Time to swing over. Okay. I think that's the first strikeout of the day.
Really great job
It is indeed the
sequencing.
first
Pitch
strikeout.
before,
Lotta.
good fastball through the zone, and as a hitter,
Lot of
you gotta be ready to
contact,
get
but
on that
nothing
with
too
2
bad
strikes.
so
He
far.
breaks it off. Good slider to the outside corner of the plate. Tell you what, that was a really good pitch.
Oof,
Lourdes
that's a
Gurriel
generous
Jr.
call, but
in the
I'll
box
take
with
it.
2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike 2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Ooh, fouled it off. Stays alive. Let's try another one of those curveballs.
2 down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase
That was
time.
better.
Well, that's
I
kind
think
of what
I
you
overpitched
expected.
it just a
0-2
little
count.
bit.
Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
I mean, they laid off that curveball. We got the generous call on that slider on the outside. Fouling off the 4 seams. The only thing we haven't really thrown at him is the sinker so far.
Liner picked on the hop at first.
Okay.
He handles it himself.
Got it with the
And
sinker.
Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Nothing
Defensively,
across
we've been
here
pretty
this
good.
half.
There's
Down
been
to the
mistakes
bottom of the
here and
second.
there, but
We're
overall,
tied. Nothing.
it's been an improved. I would say an improved early season defense for the
We head to
most part.
bottom of the second.
Um,
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners.
There have been some downsides. Okay, I just mentioned the mistakes. We haven't been great about picking off base stealers. I don't know what's going on. Like I usually don't hear to my headset.
Pitch. There's a strike.
Okay.
Man, nice job just presenting it.
I was
Be
gonna
better than
throw
it
out
actually
one more
was.
little thought there. Oh, we aren't having nearly as many errors,
That
which
one
is
misses.
excellent.
And 1-1.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. And now 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch.
Ooh,
Now one
no.
away.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere.
That was a
and
contact
it's a good
swing. I was
changeup. It's
trying
just
to
almost
do
impossible
something
hit
with
when
it,
you haven't
but
seen it.
And a ground
with the
ball
way
to
he's
first.
called a couple of these
He takes
pitches
it
on the
out of
outside and in the low
2-2
part of
down.
the zone, not looking
Ty
super
France
great
up
for
next to
that
the
to be a
Mariners.
ball.
This to third.
Darn it.
Suarez.
I mean,
And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
we are getting just diced up.
Nobody left for Seattle. We'll move to the
It's
third
all over the
with no
place.
score.
It feels. At times it feels like the game goes, oh, you've looked in this spot, we're going to throw it in the other spot. It doesn't feel like a natural like pitch sequencing at times.
And he was born in Venezuela. Just missed.
That's a little frustrating.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
That's a little frustrating as well. Okay.
Righty delivers. Close but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
I don't get either one of those calls. I mean, one of them, sure. Both of them? I don't get, like...
And that's a strike.
Really lucky that was not blasted. We've made a couple of mistake pitches.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul
Couple
ball,
of mistake pitches.
alive.
We gotta clean that up. I guess maybe the splitter. Hit him with another sinker, maybe. Probably should have slowed him down a little bit. Oh, okay. Would have been a little frustrating to give up the walk on that pitch. It would. I guess it would have made sense, but you figure you get one of those calls. To go 0 for 3 would have been a little rough. But he has kind of called that bottom part of the zone a little taller.
Quickly, 2 away. Ronaldo Hernandez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
So we get a strikeout and a couple of putouts by Ty France, and just like that, we're in the middle of the third. Here we go.
Back at T-Mobile Park as we go to the last of the third. And now the DH, Cal Raleigh. And a pitch. In there at the knees, 0-1. Swing
Under it.
Popped up. Marte should have it.
Darn.
He's got it. 1 away.
So what?
Here's Dylan Moore.
I don't get a read on his pitch release.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground right side.
I at least made a little contact with it. Tried to just stay alive there.
To begin the bottom of the third. Here's Taylor Trammell.
Starting to become a little confused at how we're this off.
And that one ripped to left. And
that's the hit that we get.
Around first,
is lefty on lefty. Taylor Trammell. I think Trammell just has a swing that works for me. Because he's been a factor in previous seasons. It's like somebody put a comment. I don't know. That might have been one of the spring training games. But it was like, how could you put him in the lineup? And I'm like, it goes well for me. It's a big aggressive swing right there.
First here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Back-to-back circle changes. That sucks.
To third, Suarez. Tosses to first. That ends the frame.
Was it triple circle changes right there?
One, and we are still scoreless.
Switch to a contact swing. Trying to do something.
Back in Seattle. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Kirby back to work. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these D-backs just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
The 0-2.
There we go. There we go. I love using that curveball. It's a little dangerous. Like, I was thinking about it as I was getting that pitch ready. I had already made a couple of mistake pitches. We don't want to do. We don't want to do that.
As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And a couple of quick
Huge
outs.
win, by the way, for the Seattle Mariners in Texas. They take 2 out of 3 from the Rangers. They're in first place in the American League West.
Hitter in Ketel Marte. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground. The flip to the pitcher covering. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down
Feels like a
quickly,
team that,
and we're
you
still
know,
knotted
some
at
people are kind of
0.
starting to write off. You obviously, you know, it's hard when you have a rough start to the season. It's hard to get back into the mix, but nobody really took off in the American League West. And while you can't count on that every year, hey, this year,
And there's one thing on his mind.
not terrible.
Getting that first hit at the big league level.
Ball one there.
So we'll see what they can do. It's going to be a tough stretch of games at home.
Have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
There's a swing and a miss.
Damn,
And down on strikes he goes. And now one away.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away. And that one locked him up.
Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just a wasted pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Yeah, that's a little bit high.
yeah, see, that's where it's helpful, is that pitch release very late.
High fly ball out at a left
Contact
center field.
swing. I'm trying to change it up. Trying to get some contact. Trying to get some runners on here.
Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug, these type of home run totals. 2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Do that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he can.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Mariners go down quietly there. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jock Peterson. The right-hander back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Diamondbacks, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got him. And there's one away.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
I just super lost at the plate. Been lost since we scored 16 runs. It has just come collapsing down in a way that is
That's outside.
not unexpected, but still like surprising in just how bad it's been.
Right through there for a strike.
Couple of blown leads in there.
is in for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
Garver. It like pretended like we could get it. Garver's. I'm not trying. I'm going over there.
He caught it behind his back. And very nicely done for the out. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That feels like a stat that we haven't really had a lot lately. 80% of the pitches for strikes. Yeah, I could feel that one just not focused enough.
2 down, nobody on. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
So we're halfway through here.
For Arizona. Halfway through this
We
one,
did a pretty good job with this team the first time through the lineup last time. First time, maybe two. It was really just the bad slider.
A wind in the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. His second homer this series, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in.
Rayleigh had the 3-run blast in the 3rd inning last time. Or 4th inning, whatever it was, doesn't matter.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Yeah, the batter now, Ty France.
That's a great take. Great take for 2 reasons. Obviously, getting real excited after the home run, but 2.
Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That ball way out of the way. That's gonna be an out. Darn it! It's a really nice dive. I thought we had something there.
Right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Raleigh at the plate and takes high there. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, left field.
Am I seeing it? Am I figuring it out? No.
And there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Dylan Moore.
No.
1, no strikes.
He'd been kind of alternating whether he was starting high or starting low, and whatever that pitch.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
That cutter is left over the heart of the plate. Whatever the first pitch was, the opposite was in the other spot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Okay, foul it off. Stay alive. Definitely missed a home run there with Dylan Moore.
Stays alive.
Okay, stay alive.
Two outs. Right through there, got him. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the Mariners draw first blood here on this solo homer.
That slider broke into the zone and broke me.
And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And the pitch. And ball 1.
Eugenio may be 0 for 4 this series. But he does have a run scored, worked a walk. He's been a real tough out. I think that's the.
Have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able.
That's maybe the worst pitch he's swung at in his 5 or 6 at bats.
Kicks and deals.
A little surprised I was actually able to get him with that. I don't know if we're kind of wearing him down. I don't know if that's a factor. Multiple games, just because I'm losing my mind for a week a week straight doesn't mean the video game is. The computer characters are.
happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now it's going to be Alec Thomas. One down, base is empty. This one in the air right field. Haniger has a beat on it. They got it for out number 2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now the D-backs catcher, Ronaldo Hernandez. Out to short. Bliss.
Well, he's a silver.
Sends it across the first.
He's a silver defender.
So he's perfect through 6. Hits the Mariners
Do we?
1 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
I wonder what his secondary position is. Could I move Crawford to second? I love Crawford at shortstop. But do I try to bring up a little bit more, bring in some speed? It's absurd that both of our hits have been lefty-lefty.
The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss.
The slider,
That's
yeah.
strike 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swing and a
Okay.
ground ball up the middle. That's a base
Weird.
hit. Man,
But that's what I'm looking for. Contact
I'd say a
swing.
mistake pitch in an
Got it up the
0-2
middle.
count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Sam Haggerty. A switch hitter batting right. Rips that one center field. Thomas makes a nice
It's a good
grab and
piece of
full
contact.
sprint.
Good piece of contact. Can't be too mad at that. It's unfortunate. A little frustrating.
And up next for Seattle.
But we saw what he was doing. Just a little early on it.
That's in for
That's a good
strike.
take right there.
Bliss,
Put her on the
24 years
outside.
old,
See if
and
he wants to go
was a
back up.
second-round pick in 2021.
Higher.
Swing and a
That's
miss
a bad swing.
as he was out front that time. Big knock center field.
Is that his first hit?
They fired
Did we
it
do it?
quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Ryan Bliss.
There it
with
is.
his first
Hey,
major
congrats,
league hit.
man. We finally
This
did
is
it.
a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy
I love that
worked so
that is
hard
like
and had
the
to wait
symbol.
so long for this to
It's like,
happen.
hey, get the ball,
When it
get the
does,
ball.
it can kind of be
I love it.
overwhelming. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard.
Someone I
you
think
worked to
threw
get
like a first, someone's first, someone's first ball, strikeout, hit, home run, whatever. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a home run, but a player.
Perdomo to second for one, and that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second.
I
baseman
can't
for the
believe it. We
shortstop.
undid everything
Perfect
with
turn,
another
and they're out
double
of this jam.
play. Fucking Christ.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the
Someone
right
like
fielder,
threw it
Corbin
just
Carroll.
in the water. They weren't like paying attention. It wasn't intentional, is what I should say.
That's in for a strike
It was
to
just
the
kind of
outside
like
corner.
they celebrated and they just like
Top
just
of the
ripped
order
it.
here. You wanna get it on,
and it
see
was
if
just
you
that
can
was
get a
that was
stolen
the end of
base,
it.
maybe
It went
get
into the
around
drink and like
bases and pick up a run.
Kansas City, I think. It was a weird story. I didn't really get the gist of it. I think I was like kind of half listening to a podcast.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
I think it was a double sort of thing of like I was only kind of half listening, but I also don't think it was explained super well, so there was like a quarter of the information there.
Via the punch out.
That is such an unfortunate double play for me, by the way. I mean, just awful.
The table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts
That's
him
where
on
it
the
gets
wheels.
kind of frustrating at times.
In the
Is
box
like
again, takes the strike.
we get the hit with Bliss, and it's like right up the middle, and that one looked like it could be an out with the animation, but
First pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
it's all right.
One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
That's a
Hitting
bad.
is all
It's a
about
really bad pitch.
anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Cindy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
We're still fine.
With 2
We're
strikes,
perfectly
may see
fine
some
here.
movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
It's a really bad pitch. I want better.
2 strikes many times.
I want better
looking out over the
fastballs.
plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Here's Jack Peterson. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Banks off the wall. Coming home. The relay. It's offline. The run comes in. And this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Walker in the box now. Takes strike 1. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position here in the top half of inning number 7. Late on that fastball.
I can't believe we got that swing and miss. He went. Yeah, let's go. In the fucking 7th. Let's go. Sucks to give up that hit, but it's okay.
He's in a tough spot, had to make
It's good power. The pitch wasn't in the perfect location, but I don't think it was that bad. It's a better pitch or a better hit than a pitch. Not concerned about the perfect game whatsoever.
Back in Seattle, bottom of the inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Mitch Garver. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, these Mariners, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but
No
today they're
way.
continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. He's already
It's
homered
another
here in
cutter
this
that
one.
he's left over the heart of the plate.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Thomas makes the grab.
I mean, like,
Second
you're
out.
like
Good piece
that.
of hitting
Oh,
right there. Nice
now we're starting to
line
get to
drive
where it's a
outfield.
little
Trying to
irritating.
get on base,
That's
represent
3 or
that
4
two-hit
pretty
run.
solid pieces of
Can't hang your hat on that
contact.
at all.
That's to third. Suarez.
We're letting
throw
this
to
pitcher
first
stick
in
around.
time.
That was the
3
worst
up,
piece
3
of
down,
contact.
inning over. Nobody left for Seattle. Still
So we got that. The
tied,
first
1-1.
out in the 6th was a line drive that was pretty good contact, and we immediately hit into a double play. Well, not immediately, but
Here's
then we hit into a
Luis
double
Gurriel
play.
Jr. And here it comes. On the ground, right side. France steps on the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Chopper right side. On to France. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Bliss to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Diamondbacks down quickly. Score remains tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
They're
bottom of
they're
the
bringing
8th.
in a new
Kyle
pitcher. They're
Nelson.
leaving him left-handed, and
Walks have
that's
certainly been an issue
interesting.
for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
In now is the Mariners DH, Cal Raleigh.
Slider at
Outfield
88,
playing
a
very
four-seam at
deep,
94,
not
and a
wanting
cutter at
anything over
91.
their heads. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
No strike.
Lee.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Goes down looking.
I didn't think that was going to catch the top of the zone.
That one almost got
Okay,
him.
well, I hit the A button.
And fouled off. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one catches the corner for a strike.
He just, he's in throwing the fucking slider.
Number 30 up and loosening in the pen. And now the lefty. Got him! That's out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Taylor Trammell. First pitch misses. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there. Score remains deadlocked at 1. New inning getting started. Now the D-backs catcher, Ronaldo Hernandez. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
2-0. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
I couldn't get one of those calls in the last at bat.
Run at first here in the second game of the series. Fights it off. You'll see another. And the right-hander deals up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the
He's just a step off.
middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Now it's going to be Geraldo.
That is huge. That is a huge out right there. That is a fucking huge out.
To get ahead in the count. At times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Marte in the box now. Takes strike one. That's a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
In the dirt, but no
Settle down.
advance from the
Settle down.
runners.
Settle down.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Drops into the glove.
I don't love that we're only getting one out at a time. Makes me a little nervous, but we did get a bit of.
So first and
We got kind of a
second,
bad
2
base
outs.
hit.
And now,
I mean,
John Peterson.
I guess it's not that bad.
And that's outside. Ball one.
Didn't throw that well. Just kind of. Meh.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. That's hard hit in the line. Oh, he can't hang on. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now up next for Arizona, Christian Walker. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And now we'll step off and check on third. Up and in, 1-0.
I mean, that's a strike.
2 outs. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Base hit and a run in to score. Now here is manager out of the Gregory Santos into the game.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
The 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall.
Oh, that got him on the mound. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to...
Oh my fucking God. You are kidding me. You're fucking having a laugh. That's insanity. That is such fucking bullshit.
Trying to shake it off and continue.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Right through there for a strike.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
First and second, 2 down. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that just misses. On the ground to third. Gathers and throws to first. And the inning is over. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Diamondbacks 4.
The weirdest thing is I don't know that there's a whole lot to take away from this. It's just it's a bad bounce. Obviously, not even obviously. No. They scored 2 runs, sure, with the 2 outs. I think leaving him in for 1 more batter is fine. If we get that third out, we at least have a shot at that achievement. I don't know. This is just this is how it's gone, and it's.
So digging now, a move being made for a pinch hitter, Josh Rojas.
Just looking to get on here. Give them something to work with as they try to make a comeback.
And he deals. Backed off the plate that time. Ginkel in his 4th year He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a sinker. The 1-0. That one hammered center field. That's back there.
That would have won the game. That literally would have won the game.
And they're chipping away. It's 4-2.
That literally would have won the game.
They're feeling it now. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have.
That would have literally won the fucking game. Where's... We had a good jump on it. I thought this was an out. I thought we were going to the bottom of the 9th inning. He's right there. He's right there. It's just off the side of the glove. And we do that. Perfect with a 42 power. Even if you flip that to Haggerty on the other side, if it's that good, that's a win.
Ryan Bliss out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Haniger in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So they're down to their final out. Mitch Garver up next for the Mariners. And the slider just misses. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And a swing and a miss.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Out towards left center. Thomas running hard to get it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks even this series up at a game.
It's not a whole lot to do with that one. Maybe the worst part about that mistake in center for Trammell is I had noted that we were getting the outs one at a time, and that was fucking terrifying. And the thing that sucks is that that wasn't even my fault. He had a good jump on it, a good read on it. He's right there. The glove was just at the wrong angle. That's a play Julio makes, and it's a play that he makes because of the speed difference. Julio's is 40 points faster, so instead of running and grabbing it over his shoulder, he's there with turned a little bit.
The final line score for
Jock Peterson single-handedly beat me. What a demoralizing loss. Kirby gets charged with the loss. He pitched 8.2 innings. They took a perfect game we took a perfect game into the 7th, and we fucking lose.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and
2 solo home runs, 1 for Rojas, 1 for Raley. Trammell was 2 for 3, and those accounted for 4 of our 5 hits. Kirby, though, 8.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 earned. Kevin Ginkel gets his 3rd save of the season. Kyle Nelson gets the win, 1 inning pitched, no hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no earned, and Jock Peterson is your player of the game, a 2 for 4 day, double, triple, 3 ribbies, a run. Perdomo, Hernandez, and Carroll, all with runs scored. And again, we give up a kind of a bad walk. I think it was a 4-pitch walk too. I can't remember exactly what it was in yesterday's game, but there was a pretty bad. I'm sorry. The walk that we gave up to Suarez was a very long at bat that I kind of just threw in the towel on and then paid the price. This is. I mean, we are playing a higher level of team. That 16-3 victory has screwed me for the last 6 games. Our hitting is just completely off. We had some of our best contact. We had a perfect to win for an out. We had solid contact into the outfield pretty consistently. We get one of those that looks like it's going to be just a grounder up the middle, but no, it's a double play. We leave some opportunities out there on the field, but it all comes down to one hit. It's those innings that I fucking hate. I hate innings where we're dealing with runners, we're dealing with traffic on the bases, and we cannot get a double play. The game just does not want me to turn 2. I mean, we were 2-4 this week. That's really bad. Probably shouldn't have won that, or probably shouldn't have lost that Colorado game. Probably shouldn't have won that Texas game. Either way, that's still 2-4. We were really struggling. We're kind of long ball or nothing here so far in this homestand. We have 6 runs scored. 5 of them are via the home run, and Rayleigh is like 60% of that. Yeah, maybe 50. No, he's 60. Because he has a solo home run and a 3-run blast. But pretty demoralizing loss. There's not a whole lot to take from it, though. Not a whole lot to take from it. We pitched really well. It's the second time we've actually had a legit shot at the Maddox achievement, and we have come up short in one of these weird... by the way, we have a trade here. The Braves trade Luke Williams to the Mariners for center fielder Caden Polkovich. Okay. It is one of those weird things where I lost my train of thought. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, get good's the answer. Get good is the answer. But not a whole lot to take from that second chance. I think that's what I was saying. The second time we've had a legit shot at that Maddox achievement, and we haven't been able to figure it out. We blew it by 1 run. We should have gotten out of it, and then that would have been a walk-off home run. If we get something and we can at least figure it out. 24 or more runs. Okay. Hit a home run. Oh, and that would have won a game with a walk-off home run, which I still don't have. Well, there you go. There's another installment of Mariners baseball. We're still in first place. We lead by 3 games over the Astros. We're 6-4 in our last 10, which is pretty bad. We have had 4. That's 2/3, 67% of our losses have been in the last 10 games. That's pretty frustrating. It's a demoralizing loss, but also at the same time, it's kind of like there's not a whole lot more like we could have done. It literally is a position change that I'm fine with anyway. It's just the speed difference. I needed to give Julio a day off before we got the Braves in town. I gambled on today, ultimately lost. It's those innings where we only get 1 out at a time that bite me, and that's how it goes. If you'd like to see if we can win this series, you can subscribe right over here. You can watch more baseball right there. You can check out this morning's video, which I believe this is a Saturday. Should be a taste test, so check that out. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you tomorrow night for Game 3 of Mariners, Arizona. Mariners, Diamondbacks. Who wins? Find out. Good sports. Go Mariners.